February the 10th, 2023, about 10 till 2, I75 South, Jimmy Carter Boulevard to 285, but we're going to go inside the perimeter and go up 75. Our assistant says it is about 10 minutes faster than going across the top end. She usually knows what she's talking about, unless she takes a notion to mess with us. And she's been known to do that. She is a trickstress for sure. So instead of working our way over to exit on 285, we're going to stay in this lane or either move over one to the left to head into on 85 inside the perimeter and take 75 north. It shows a slow up on 85 right before 75, but not enough to make it slower than going across the top end. So, and we have self-diagnosed. Whether it's right or not, we'll find out. This transmission shift started having trouble a while ago with it again, and so we stopped, cycled the ignition switch off 3 times, and then started back off again, and it's shifted perfect. And so that's the 3rd time that after it starts having trouble, I've cycled the ignition switch on and off, and then it starts shifting perfect. So I think I'll post this video on my 2000 Express videos and see if anybody else can comment on it. Maybe it'll help somebody else. But I will do a follow-up and make sure. Of course, I won't know probably for a week and a half, 2 weeks, whether if the computer gets it, because sometimes it's 3 full days before the transmission acts up again. So it'll just be one of those try it and see, and then wait and see. I think we need to move over one more lane so we don't get in this slow up. We may not. I was going to go across a different way and got down to Buford and started having trouble with it, so I started to double back and then stopped and tried it again, and I was going to go on back to the shop, but I said, oh, what the heck, I need a couple of days off. So we're going to head on up to Ackworth, Cartersville, Rome for the weekend. Oh, look at Spaghetti My Junction. We are not going Spaghetti My Junction. We are going on down 85. Of course, headed west looks like it's okay, doesn't it? Clear as a bell. But it was showing a slow up all the way across the top end. That's the thing, you never know. You're taking a chance either way. Because either way, it could be clear and then in less than 30 seconds be totally messed up. It's moving good going across there right now. But we have made our commitment, so. Now what I'm planning on doing is getting a computer, ordering a computer, maybe, and these newer computers are tied to the, well, they want you to program the mileage in, and I'm going to order the computer before I know what the miles are, so I'm going to guess maybe 500-600 miles more, or either ask them, since this engine's new, do I just need to have the, engine of the computer program for, 1,500, 2,000 miles, whatever I'm going to have on that. Which way should I go on that? I'll Google that too and ask and see which way I should go with it. But if anybody knows, how about letting me know? I'd appreciate it. We'll be headed out of the sun, I hope shortly. So if we get that computer on Monday or Tuesday, I'm not sure if we will try to get this seat recovered and take off at the end of next week, or swap that computer out. I really would have liked for them to have been able to diagnose this thing at the shop, but you never know when it's going to act up, when it's not. And unless they're driving it at the time, they're doing just like me, guessing. I think I've got a more educated idea about it because I've been driving it, but I have told them about cycling it, but they don't say. They seem to look at me with a glazed eye, like I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm beginning to think I know more about it than they do. We've been varying our speed, so the RPMs are varied, so we won't be breaking the engine in at the same RPM. And like I say, we've got, what, 1,000 miles on it now. Sunday, I'm hoping I can get this underwater drone in the water. Maybe up here in Rocky Mountain and not Cartersville, up in Armurchie, between Armurchie, or between Rome and Somerville. It was showing 75 clear once we got on, so hopefully we're not but a few minutes away now from 75. Got to get North Druid Hills, or go under North Druid Hills. Here, but I think we need to be over one lane. I don't come this way enough to remember for sure. I think we're going to work over one lane though. And down Cheshire Bridge, Lennox. bulkhead coming to the right. Yeah, we're going to lose that lane and this one, 400 North lane. Downtown Atlanta to Peachtree Street. Uh-oh, we're going to lose this lane too, so we need to move back over. We should have stayed in that left lane. Showing the slowdown. What does that next sign up there say? We want to catch 75. We don't want to. Now, I can't remember. Do we need to be over one more lane? We just picked up a lane, but do we get 2 lanes exiting on 75? I think we do, but I'm not sure. We may need to get over one more. Somebody tell me before I get up here. Call me, let me know. We don't want to get into Atlanta. That one's exit only, but I don't remember if it's one lane or we have 2 lanes to exit. I think it's just one. We'll get over in front of this fjord. You know, you'd think they'd have 2 lanes exiting on 75. I know this was designed 50 years ago or more, 60 years ago, but you would think this is one thing they would have fixed by now. As much construction is done as they have done on everything else. This just does not make much sense at all. We will need to remember once we come past Cheshire Bridge, we need to just work our way on over to the right-hand lane. There goes a train. Okay, we're going to merge onto 75. Stay or just straddle the line? What are you going to do? Make up your mind. 79 minutes. That means it's not much congestion. Hey, we're gonna work over. Let these two cars get by and we're gonna work over another one. Come on. I know you can do it. Up there. Y'all knock off the funny business. Y'all gonna do something funny business, do it behind us, not in front of us. Like a little short one. That's what I need. I need a little short one, but I need four-wheel drive. I just need a high-top van with four-wheel drive. Okay, coming down the hill to West Paces Ferry, Northside Parkway. To the right, take you by the Governor's Mansion into Buckhead. To the left to take you over to Westminster and wind around and get into Smyrna, Vinings, Smyrna, whatever you want to call it. Now hiring. We get to Florida, we find a place to live on a regular basis, we may look for a job. We will. We'll look for a part-time job. Maybe doing some construction security or inspections, roof inspections, or a roofing company. Drone work, underwater drone, air drone. Just love these long fitting miles. Cumberland Boulevard, Truist Park, 1 mile, 285, 2 miles. Showed a slowdown up here somewhere. Let's see what she's saying now. Minutes, 24 miles to get to my daughter's house. She's showing a slowdown up here. We need to get off and go at 41. Showing clear. We're about to get inside the loop. We're going to hit a slowdown all the way to the other side of the outer loop, or the upper loop, whatever. North loop north. might get off at the South Loop and go. Now, if we go around, we're going to hit it. We're still going to be right in the middle of the slowdown. I know 41's not going to be great. Okay, well, we're about to turn it off because we were going to go from Jimmy Carter to 285. Here we are. We don't have express lane, so we're out of luck there. We got to make a decision. We're going to get back over and get off the South Loop. We're going through. But we're going to turn it off right now. Go through town. I'm pretty sure we need to move over. Yep, we're going to need to move over at least one. We're going to lose one right lane over there. And we should be just right now. Two miles to 75 North. All our gauges look good. Temperature, oil pressure, alternator, fuel. Everything's looking good. Shifting good right now. May not in a minute, but right now it's good. Yeah, that lane there is coming off of Cheshire Bridge, Lindbergh. It ends. Come on over here, Mr. Ram. Mr. Ram. Bamalam Ram. What's that round thing in the exhaust pipe? This is a stretch of bridge up here. You can see it right here. The new section that burnt a few years back. Had a homeless guy or somebody, you know, had a fire underneath there, and the pipe caught on fire and melted the bridge. Just shifted, it went, you know, downshifted like it's supposed to, and it just upshifted like it's supposed to. So it's doing like it's supposed to right now. Can't guarantee it will by the time we get to the top of the hill, but yeah, my videos have gotten to where they are. Will he make it back home or not? I get off a couple of 100 miles, and it's, will I make it or not? Like that old book, 50 yards to the outhouse, by Willie Make It and Betty Don't. But usually it's with me it's 200 miles to the shop. Willie Make It, Betty Don't. So far we've been fortunate. We've made it without having to have it towed. How much longer how much further? We still got a mile to go. Well, this is better as long as it doesn't get any worse. This is better than going across 285. Come on over, Mr. 150. Get up there on Mr. Ram. Y'all don't care anything about this. We're going to turn this off.